I'm live. I'm going to play now and get this over with.
Welcome everybody to what should be a memorable experience for everybody here in the building. The Big 12 Championship game has a history of wild, dramatic finishes and today, we could be in for another one. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. That one bounces through the end zone, so it'll start at the 25. So the South Alabama Jaguars offense comes on the field to open this game. And the focus, of course, on this quarterback, Kirk. This guy just has the it factor. He is him, as they say.
Well, Chris, we've had a chance to watch this guy closely all year, and I don't know if I've ever seen a kid throw the football like this guy. His awareness in and out of the pocket is special. He's a unique quarterback and a really dynamic player.
No.
Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Lopez. Finds an open target on the left side. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the 1st down. And the Jaguars come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Dump ball caught by the running back. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Pass caught. 2nd down now. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to 30.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
Looking to throw it again. Grab behind the line. It's Baker. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Second down after that short completion. The back's got it.
Damn it.
Able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's third down. Caught quickly. Tackled, but first down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
The Jaguars looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than a conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return begins inside the 10.
Shit.
Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. So Baylor's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk. But what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
First down here for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the offense. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
Well, a lot of times you match up a wide receiver, you get a linebacker on him. You'd like to think that the wide receiver can shake him. But this linebacker is really athletic and is able to make plays in space.
Looking to pass. It's Robertson. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it.
Damn.
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
Looking to throw it on first down. Wrap down the middle. It's Johnson. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. Well, Kirk, South Alabama has the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man.
Oh, fuck. That's trash.
And makes the first down.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All you can do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Looking to pass here on second down. Running back has it on a screen now. Unleashes the stiff arm.
Get the ball! God dog it!
Offense with a crucial fumble recovery. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Can they convert on third down to keep this drive rolling?
Yes.
Connect, incomplete, and now fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Yes.
And it's no good. He missed it. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head or a kicker.
Here comes South Alabama's offense back out there. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Handoff here from the shotgun.
That's
They test the middle there, but get nothing. Now it's second down here. Keeping it on the ground here. Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Fighting for yardage, the defense stops it just short of that first down marker.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
And the Jaguars with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. He's looking deep here.
Ooh.
But this one is broken up, falls incomplete.
And the offensive coordinator
That was
told
dumb.
us before the game, they consider any one-on-one deep shot an advantage. But they couldn't connect on that try. Give credit to that defensive back, man. He played that perfectly.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Dropping back, it's Lopez. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, as he gets hit, as he gets that ball out of his hand. So good job of showing some strength, and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. One of those critical third down plays coming up. And the tight end tries to muscle his way to a first down. And the Jaguars' offense is on the move now.
Jeez.
First down at 10. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Caught over the middle. It's Baker. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. Coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
The Jaguars looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he's finally tackled. Getting pushed backwards.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, South Alabama.
Chris, you don't see it often, but how much do I love seeing that fullback get a touchdown. He blocks all the time. They rarely give him a chance to get his hands on the ball, and when he does, he's rewarded with 6 points.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. You see the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Just about 20 seconds remaining here in the half as they'll line up on 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Robertson. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Takes the handoff on the counter play. That's a nice stiff arm. Doesn't produce much. Just a small gain. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. The Bears will have to kick it away. And he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And looking for a big play here.
Ah!
They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. Minnesota is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick.
Yeah.
Honors with our halftime update. The Jaguars will kick this away to get the second half going. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. First play of the second half is a handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front of the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And the Bears come to the line to run the hurry up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lets it go quickly. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. The Bears will line up to punt it away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. Coverage team brings down the returner.
All right.
Offense back on the
Let's
field.
see what we can do.
Receivers are bunched
Oh,
together.
shit. Look at this.
Adjusting
Like
now
this.
the defense. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside.
Oh, fuck.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it here. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Scanning the field, it's Lopez. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes a quick catch. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a 1st down.
And the Jaguars are on the move here. And now the handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Offense looking to throw the ball.
Oh, God.
Pass is incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion.
No!
They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. The attempt from 47 yards.
Hey.
He missed it. The lead remains at 14.
Damn it. That was my chance to put the game away right there.
I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Pass not complete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
3rd down, out of the shotgun.
Oh,
This time it's complete.
what a
It's
catch.
tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
But I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his 2nd catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
3rd down, the offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Doesn't
Yes.
hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. And the Bears will send the punt team onto the field. The returner is tackled by this punt coverage team.
Okay.
Offense back on the field now. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. There's the handoff. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
I feel like I'm just getting lucky, dude.
So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats. How we got here. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right.
Golly, so slow on that play. Oh my God.
These obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Grab down the middle. It's Baker. He's swarmed by the defense.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different
Shut
routes,
up, Kurt.
Quarterback's in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock. And get that much closer to securing a victory.
And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. The Jaguars starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
Oh, damn it. That was all my fault. Shit.
Cost them 5 yards.
Just trying to get too cute.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here comes the handoff. And he's brought down there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He hands it to the back.
Get out of the way! Damn it.
Bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Jaguars looking to cash in the red zone.
No way on that.
So the offense calls
Get me out of that.
That's their first of the half. First down and 10 now. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Caught near the goal line. Brought down, but the catch moves.
Feel stat miney, 14-0.
Now it's the defense
That was great.
Organize and preserve as much clock as possible. First down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice. It's the coach's favorite formation, victory formation. Quarterback just takes a knee. Linebacker shifting around now. Second down and goal upcoming. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Second down and goal. And the quarterback will just sneak it here. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Jaguars.
The coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. The turn begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. So here comes the Baylor offense out of the field. This has been a brutal day for this offense. All that's left, avoid the embarrassment of a shutout. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking to throw. It's Robertson.
What is
And
that?
he throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Can't find anybody on third down, throws it away, and now fourth down coming up. The Bears will bring their punt team onto the field. Back out to punt for the fourth time today.
Ah, damn
The
it.
returner is brought down as the clock runs out. That'll do it for this game. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12 and become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, they get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.